What if every single province in EU5, and there are thousands of them, was a separate nation on the game start? Look at this. This is gonna be pure chaos that I'm gonna make even double pure chaos with another mod that is also allowing us to randomize every single trade good in every single location. I'm gonna use the total chaos mode to make this even more fun. Fasten seatbelts, because that's gonna be actually maybe even more fun campaign that I would have in vanilla. Partner of this video is, and this channel overall, is enaba.com, so provider of thousands of discounted games for every single platform that you can check. This weekend, with a code that you can find in the video description, you can get additional 8% off. This looks like pain. Obviously, us starting as our hometown, Warszawa. There's Poland actually around. There's Danzig. There's Halić, Volhynia. So some of the countries are actually on the map. Brandenburg, Lunenburg. I will be going definitely to from Mazovia first, but then also Poland. I'll have to kill these guys to do so. A big advantage of starting as Czersk instead of the historical Poland is we don't have many privileges, so the crown power is much easier to stack. I will start with getting Diplo rep for the antagonist impact, as well as progress towards land. From Szlachta, I'll take just this because it gives a lot of loyalty with little of influence, and that's it. Duchowieństwo is gonna give us some belligerent, again the same goals. Here obviously I cannot tax them, so I'll not be giving too much, as well as efficiency of the cabinet. While from the chłopstwo, we'll make sure to get more loyalty, to also be able to tax them more without going too much into bad privileges. We don't have burghers because we don't have any town. We'll have to conquer or create one a bit later. I'll wait with rivals to make sure that I rival whoever rivals us. And as for our advisors, the cabinet members, they're gonna just take care of stability as well as legitimacy. Go start getting some default stuff in here while waiting for the next age. Let's see to get some rivals because we want to create a CB on them. With a month tick, there's gonna be big lag because all of the goods in the world are being completely randomized based on the settings that we've used. So take a look that we did get elephants, which is actually great, wine and horses, so not so bad. I'm rather interested. Oh, look, there's amber bonus and provisions without amber. Let's take a look what else we have interesting. We've got coffee, we've got saffron next by. Gems are not so far away. Where is gold and silver? Oh, there's very little gold in Europe. That's actually gonna be painful. But we have one in the northern Poland, and we've got 3 silver mines next by. We have to definitely prioritize getting them. Well, nobody rivaled us, so I'm gonna just rival the threatening rivals, so Lublin and Sieradz, and create spy network on both, because on threatening rivals you can still create casus belli even if they don't rival you. Actually guys, how about we change? It's gonna be game rules. General AI aggression, let's make it high aggression. Okay, shall we? It's gonna make it more interesting. Problem is, Mazovian culture is shit compared to lesser Polish, so doing spy network on them is slow as hell. I will be having the CB from the parliament much faster. But at least the conquest is gonna be easier with the CB on Podlasie. They are as strong as we are, but they have a lot of just conquered lands. And they have really good trade goods like silver, gem, and pepper. Well, I can't go after Podlasie. They have a black box around them. I will go for Ciechanów instead, which will be a good first step in the expansion, especially that we should be stronger. A bit stronger, but stronger. Let's declare. They like us.
Let's make them not like us with an insult and then declare. Yeah, this kind of expansion is gonna be nice. I will also core this province myself with this guy. The other cabinet member is gonna actually work on increasing control in Chichanów, because it's actually quite a lot you can get even without getting this cord. And I think I'm actually able to get another CB. How about we do Chersk? It has an alliance. Ooh, Podlasie. We're both called Chersk. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for Płock. No, they're getting sieged. Masuria? Yeah, let's go for Masuria. And this lands for sure. Yeah, no, this lands will be used to release that. Wait, why are you gonna receive one location? Well, I guess I'm gonna feed them with maybe not rest of the. Actually, that might be not a bad idea. Not a bad thing for us, because I'm gonna give them 2 locations, so they have 3, and the rest 4. I'm gonna release another subjects. You know, the size is gonna be smaller, so it's gonna be cheaper and faster to annex. I can also use that to increase their culture view of ours. How about my view of the other Polish cultures? I don't see it yet. Let's wait with deciding how to use it. Now we wait for the CB on Lublin. I really want to take Łuków, because around here is hometown of my wife, so Łosice. It used to be a location in the pre-release version I played in last year's May, but they changed the Sokołów and Mielnik and Drohiczyn and Łuków and Białopodlaska around. I don't plan to play it long, so probably in here in Age of Renaissance I'm gonna just go for the diplo focus that helps with expansion. Some powers are already shaping in Poland. There's Asso, Chersk, there's Podlasie growing, there's Poland actually growing a lot, there's Poznań, Rawa next to us, Bytów in the north, and Częstochowa obviously. Now I could just not take anything from Sieradz and focus on Lublin, but I really actually do want to expand as much as possible within the minimized amount of the CBs that I'm having, and that's why I'm gonna. Oh, this guy's also joined. I'm gonna subjugate these guys, subjugate these guys, and subjugate these guys. I mean, I'm gonna annex them, then release as subjects. Wait. Radom also joined the war with 2,000 armies. That might be a problem. Well, I do have some. No, I should piece this out. So, let's not risk. I can take all 3 with no antagonism. We're coloring Poland slowly. Since a lot of the countries around they have more like levies than I have, I'll start getting migration to Warsaw, to my capital. Obviously here I have max control, so it's gonna be easier to get a high amount of the levies. 10 years into the game, I'm actually positively surprised about the amount of expansion from different AIs, and actually the ones that received a historical nation are doing the best. Got Byzantines, the Ottomans, there's Tunis, there's Aragon, Castile, France, England. You did see Bohemia, Poland, they are all doing well. This is the CB that I like to get, following for the threat in Częstochowa. Would it be no allies with dream of expander in EU5? If AI is being aggressive, we just got declared. What? 7,000? No, it's me having 7,000. I thought that I was declared by 7,000, but it's a guy with no troops that declared on us. What are you doing? I was a second ago like, guys, I had 40k people in Warsaw. Why is it 26,000 now? And I was like, oh shit, this Black Death that I completely missed, that already killed 60,000 troops, 60,000 people in my country. Wait. segregate the infected, save whatever can be saved. So generally, in the Black Death, you can procure the remedies, which is gonna cost you money. It's gonna cost me 1 ducat a month, but this is gonna disappear the moment the Black Death disappears from the world. Obviously, I don't see outside of Europe, but it's in Europe, it's actually gone, outside of a few locations. So I'm gonna take it with a free stability, because that's quite a higher investment to get it this way. Podlasie, Czersk, it's not that much of a... I'm gonna actually separate piece Łomża to maximize money. War reparations for us. But then here it's just full annexation. It's gonna be just below the antagonism. Well, it's just gonna be on antagonism. Oh shit, I was just checking, it was less. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I should probably start improving relations with some of them. It's fine. If we have to go for a challenge, we can go and get through that challenge. And the coalition obviously declared. I think it'll be fine. I might not be fine if I decide to take everything from that coalition. Yeah, for now let's focus that my numerous subjects help me out. Spacing out this war, I mean, it could be good to at least get some locations to like connect my lands, like that. That wouldn't be also that much of antagonism. Oh, that's why I thought nobody's gonna join the coalition, because I scrolled down the list. Let's just buy a white piece for a ducat. We don't need that war.
You know, guys, I've opened the map print store recently, and for the next few days we do have a celebration of the Polish Constitution of the 3rd May, where you can find all the Polish maps. It's like 12 of them, discounted up to 35%.
I can join the Order of the Chivalry, the only one possible. I think it gives Diplo, so that definitely helps with expansion, which I have to halt for a time being. Poland just a year ago was helping Węgers that beat us. Now they're killing them. Poland is gonna be huge in a second. Since I'm not expanding, I'm gonna use right now the parliament to start changing some laws. I did not touch it at all. I think record customs would be my first choice to get some proximity for land. Alternatively, we could do the distribution of power in order to get more of crown power. Actually, let's go for that. Another war, but this time it's just Węgrzech and Poland. Poland is 50 base tax. Poland is massive, guys. We're gonna have problems with them. All heads on board. I repeat, all heads on board attached to me, so you have any chance fighting Poles. And let's try catching as many as possible little stacks like this to get that edge, right, of a few thousand, a few hundred losses. See, they have 3k troops here, I have 1,500. Native subjects, I have 5,000. 5! But I've lost more troops in that battle. Since it's the coalition declaring on me, I'm unable on their CB to get any lands outside of Węgrzech, so I cannot take stuff from Poland. Maybe it's good, that would, you know, push me to take too much lands and end up with even bigger coalition. I would just be aiming to fully next Poland as well. Let's take this. There's no rush. We'll get there with more lands. How's the E? Yeah, the antagonist is quite big, but it's not that bad. The Polish cultures have the best view I can have, so, you know, accepting them and tolerating is pretty much for free, so I'll be doing that to all of them. What is taking my space now? Tolerating low Franconian? Why the fuck we have low Franconian? Can I just stop tolerating it? Yes, thank you. Now, if enough terrains, I'll fix that border guard. We can form Mazovia, which honestly has a goddamn good flag. Maybe even better than the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Slightly changed my color, but that flag, guys. That flag is something I love. And the new content that I got, I think I might need to reload the game from my experience. Let's do that. So nothing really in here, but of course, nothing even for our culture. Yeah, I have to from Poland to get any content. Fighting Poland is not gonna be easy because the allied Hungary. Obviously, it's not 1347 Hungary, but it's a big Hungary. With a standing army of 500 people. I think we need to get some mercs. As you see, I do have money for that. I was saving it to make Warszawa a town at last. But let's get that a bit later. Just wondering how much I should go. Yeah, how about we just spend 180-ish? And that should be enough to gather for our subjects. Yeah, join the coalition, you're gonna regret that. We have 14 Łódź, that is 7 people. Łódź, not Łódź, Łódź. In case you guys don't know how to pronounce it. But that's a perfect start of the war. Now before they two unite their armies, I should go and kill that Polish army in here. Okay, they did unite the troops, so did I. Let's see. I think the advantage for standing army should do the edge. We attacked on -1 vegetation, so it's not tragic, but you see we are losing more. That was not promising. It was so lucky for us that they ran away. Oh, and they ran away to some okay, now it's GG. Yeah, I have to peace out, otherwise I'm gonna be forced by peace. What the hell is that tension? Fuck us up, I cannot flank Poland. Let's anyway take a look how much of antagonists this is gonna be. I assume it's gonna be massive. You know what? I don't care. We fixed the borders with this peace deal. Obviously, I'll have to release a bunch of subjects because there's no way I'm gonna core this myself. At least with this setup, there's no HRE, so technically they should unite a bit faster, but that's not really happening so far. The other regions, though, there's a lot of happening in each of them. Poland was fully annexed by Halic. Does it mean I can form Poland now? Yes, but I need twice as many locations as I have right now. This is gonna be my end goal for this campaign. Warszawa, high time to become a town. With such fragmentation, there's at least many more towns becoming, because the guys are getting it from the agendas. And they're building a lot of roads. Just look at that. Like, where I have subjects, there's plenty of them. When I am governing, there's none. I don't think I'm gonna play long enough. Maybe I will, but this will be maybe a good setup for the AI to take over from me, to go after the armories, but also gunsmiths and cannon makers, and obviously on the way the right units, as well as plated knights and recruitment law. I'm also gonna start building some government buildings, like sergeantry. It's gonna give me manpower, where I can assign my ruler to that army that I'm gonna build to get additional crown power, which is not bad, 24, but we can keep it better. I was just complaining to myself that, oh, no, stop, that speed, stop! Okay, I'm fucked. The coalition attacked. They all have armies. Many more troops. Shit. Rally point in Warszawa. I'm so screwed now. Let's make sure that the subjects are supportive. We'll have to play it really carefully. I was complaining to myself that there's a coalition that is stopping me from expanding further, and I need Żagań and this guy's locations from Poland, who attacked Opole. I kinda useless. I'll probably be aiming to get a white piece from them. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do. So far, so good. We are now on par. My subjects are all united in one stack, even though I asked them to attach to me and be supportive. But at least they are in one stack. So I don't have to worry that they're gonna go and die. This battle is super close. But I'm getting reinforcements from my subjects, giving me an edge. And these guys are attacking me. Yeah, now we definitely have a numbers advantage in the war. Okay, if I can get a white piece, I'm going for white piece. There's no need to overcommit in here. And let's see. Antagonist. How it's gonna look like. There's still plenty as you see, but not all of them will be able to rejoin. And as soon as the truce ends, which is not much, just take a look. It's just 3 years. In 3 years we go after Żagań to form Poland. I only have one city. Well, there's Gdańsk as well, but it's not in my hands. And that one city is about to become a core. It doesn't have to be a core to build a governor. It doesn't. Let's build a governor here. There is not bad proximity being spread in here, but it can be better with Kraków being a city. Yeah, now it's pretty good. Obviously, I should start building some roads that we are definitely lacking to fix it in here. But before I work on the roads, I definitely first work on the overall economy, which is rapidly growing, including Warsaw hitting 10 of the 12 soon. Well, I can't attack Żagań yet. There's just too strong Bohemia, but I'll start with Kalisz, small steps. I actually will not have to attack Żagań. It's just a suicide to fight not only the coalition but also Bohemia. Annexing Lublin, which I sped up by getting bigger country, plus these few locations will be just enough. So I'm gonna also leave the AI with a peaceful situation, probably without the coalitions soon enough. If you're trying to find a hard word to be pronounced in Polish, and you're not Polish obviously, you can try this one. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to try to pronounce it yourself. And here it goes. Wschowa. Look at this reborn of the Eastern Roman Empire. Really nice, and even in here mom looks like crazy good. The next possible guarantee form, number 3, we are able to take one of these few choices. Crown power seems promising. And how about we take the royal decree? I'm gonna attack Łomża. It's better than attacking Żagań because of the Bohemia alliance. Because I do really want to fix the borders here, but since they'll be together, because it's a coalition, I can also fix the borders in here. Even if it's a bit of antagonism, but I'm gonna try not making it too excessive. And it should not be a hard war. Anyway, this is what I'm taking. It is gonna be a lot of antagonism. Enough for these guys to rejoin the coalition. I'll try improving with these few potential new members. But that's actually not too tragic. And we can go ahead and form Poland. Now we take over all the dynamic historical events as well as country bonuses. So this is an OP country now. What I definitely should not do is to not touch this country at all. Here's what I'm finishing. Look how the Europe is looking like. I showed you Byzantium already. Look at Georgia, Nizhny Novgorod, Sweden, Norway. Scotland is doing well, so is France, Anjou and Guernsey. Nice Castile, Portugal, Morocco and Tunis are big, not to mention this Naples. But I'm gonna leave this AIs right now further on for the next 400 years. Let's see what they do on the max aggressiveness.
If you also look outside of Europe, you'll see that there are some decent empires that got formed, including Punjab, Persia, India split between a few, there's even Bengal being formed. Overall, I would say, guys, that the AIs managed to expand more than they would do on vanilla. Reminder, guys, there is a heavy discount on all of the Polish maps, up to 35%, to celebrate the Constitution of the 3rd May.